It's Wednesday night and Eric's been drinking, so let's make a pie.
Alright, greetings and welcome to Cooking with Eric. So, I have an abundance of free time at the moment, and to make the most of that situation, I've decided to start cooking. Yesterday I made a fine chicken dish, and today I'm going to make a pumpkin pie, because why the hell not? When trying to watch me cook, I highly recommend you have a drink, because this is not going to be pretty. Now, to start off, what we are making is a tofu pumpkin pie, and this recipe says to make 2 with the amount of ingredients, so I am just going to cut everything in half and hope for the best. Alright, so right now, also, fun fact, summer is a horrible time to do this, because if you live in a small Brooklyn apartment like I do, your entire place is going to become Satan's Inferno when you turn the oven on. Especially as it's trying to be counteracted by the AC in the other room. So, for this right now, the oven is preheating, and literally all this says to do is to blend all of the ingredients and then pour into a pie shell. So, since I am lazy and did not have eggs, I have bought my pie crust in advance, and also this fine tin over here. So what it says is that all I have to do is roll this thing, and then I'm golden. So if it's even slightly more complicated than that, I am up shit creek. Oh, it's so doughy. Like a prepubescent child. Okay. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now we got this thing going. Yeah, Daddy. Oh, crap, Daddy does not like. Alright. Pushing you down there. Got this overhang here, which seems less than ideal, so I'm just going to shove this down a little bit more and kind of hope for the best. In fact, now I'm going to look and see if I was supposed to put Pam on this thing. Alright, ungreased. Sweet. Alright, so we've got our pie looking delightful. What's probably not a 7-inch tray. But we'll see. Alright, next thing. Pumpkin. Alright, 1 can. This is Libby's, because I'm all for women's lib, amongst other things. Oh yeah, good in there. Chances are it would help if I actually knew where silverware and whatnot was, or if I had actually prepared for this in a more meaningful way. Fun fact, pumpkin does not smell as heavenly as the beer tastes. So hopefully this will not be too. Alright, one thing of that. Alright. This wants me to use a whole lot of brown sugar. So I'm going to check on that. I'll be right back. Alright, so my head is less cut off now, I think. And I have magically made appear this measuring cup. Alright, so for this, I'm going to pour some brown sugar all over this jack. This asks for 1 1/4 cups, so I am not going to use that much. Apparently, if my math is correct, that is 66.667% of a cup. something like that. Alright, scissors are always helpful. Alright. This is a lot clumpier than what I expected. This is not what sugar is meant to look like. Oh god. Ugh, so clumpy. Alright. That looks like a lot of sugar to me. So yes, I'm going to say that that's sort of kind of what I'm going for. And a little bit more. Just why not? Meh. Alright. We are getting super confectionery now. That's a big thing. The next is a teaspoon of salt, so I'm going to assume this is... Alright, tea time's over. Ugh, cooking is hard work. Alright, this is asking for only 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Now I love cinnamon, so it's going to get a hell of a lot more of that. There we go. That's what America's about. Sweet. Okay, next is a half teaspoon, therefore making this a quarter teaspoon of all of this random stuff I got. I gotta put some ginger in there, which I will do gingerly. Man. Alright, what we got next? Cloves, but I need to crush these up first. Oh god. Like 3 or 4 of them, maybe? I don't know. I did not plan. Unfortunately, other cloves were far more expensive, the ones that were pre-crushed. So I'm just gonna crush this. Not going as planned. That is a easy way of defining this. So let's use the giant spoon. Fortunately, I am weak, so this is not going great. That seems crushed-ish enough for me. I'm just going to go with that. Thank you, knife. Alright, next up is our tofu. Alright, it says 14. I've got 16 here. It's supposed to be drained. So I'm gonna... It's healthy and nutritious is what this tells me. Given the amount of sugar I just put in this thing, it's probably not as true as a statement. Oh god, it's leaking. Oh, tofu's disgusting. Why did I decide to do tofu? Because I had a tofu cookbook. Oh god. Oh god, cooking pies is terrible. Fuck you. This is how I got the scar on my finger, by the way. By irrationally just trying to cut my way through every problem that came my way. But be happy, Mom, I now know to point the knife away at all times. Because I get frightened. Alright, or just use scissors. Scissors are cool. Alright. So it says I'm supposed to drain this, and it seems that I've done that. But as is tofu, and much like a sponge, that's drained enough. I could spend time draining it further, but we're gonna live our lives dangerously. Okay, we'll just cut this thing in half. Cool. Boom. Take this one here. Meh. Alright, cool. So as far as I can tell, that is all the things supposed to put in here. They told me to put it in a puree type thing, but we're going to do this the old-fashioned way, also known as the pour way, which I'm always an advocate of just getting times like this that I truly miss Malka, as I'm certain that she actually has the device that would make the decrumpling of this a lot better and turn it into a finer. I should have really cut up this tofu a lot more. That's the lesson that is being taught to me now, unfortunately. Oh god, it's disgusting. Tofu looks disgusting. This definitely just like looks like a giant thing of barf. If you go out trick-or-treating and get too much candy and just maybe mix that with a couple of shots of tequila, chances are this is what it's going to turn into. Ugh. I don't know how much of this is slopping up into my face at the moment. I'm going to assume a lot. I'm also going to search for something better to do this with, because this is kind of disgusting. Looking at tofu makes me sad. America! Why don't you have ladylike cooking tools? Why did you only come with alcohol? America! Okay, so that's a no-go. I like to believe that a lot of this will melt or go through some other sort of like real life experience. I just gotta get a freaking pureer. That's what I'm learning here. And it's a sad day in your life when a man realizes I just need a beater or a puree like machine of some sort to accomplish my one goal. My one goal being the baking of this pie. So if I say, it's not gonna look like pumpkin. Oh, it's not pretty. Last time I did this, I'd like to believe that it turned out a lot better, but I'm fairly certain that it did not. However, anyone who watches this and is wondering what would be a delightful engagement gift, yeah, please send money orders to our apartment. Oh, that's not pretty. Alright, this is happening. Oh, sloppy, sloppy, slop. Oh, it's overflowing. Oh, fudge. Alright. Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay, so this sloppy thing is what we've made. And now it's a matter of just evening it out so it is somewhat less disgusting. I'm really hoping this turns into a less grotesque substance upon cooking, or that it just tastes so good once it's all done that nobody will notice what it looks like. Okay, that's looking pie-ish. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this extra crust I have. It seemed I was supposed to make it ridgy or something. So let's work on that. Hey, get you going around here like a fine crust to distract people from my many, many failings on this pie. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Go on there. You know you like it. Alright, that doesn't look too horrible. Hey! I mean, I'm going to do one test, so we'll see. Anyhow, so this is going to go in for 15 minutes right now. Yeah, so it's going for 15 minutes at 425 degrees, and that's going to go in for 45 minutes at 350, and then I gotta chill it and serve it. So we'll see how that goes. Alright. Pie. Fudge. Fudge. Alright, do well, pie. Alright, so we'll set this for 15 minutes. Or at least that's what I would do. The time is now... Oh, nothing works. Alright, 6:13, so I will come back. I will come back at 6:30 to change the heat of the pie. So try to keep yourself busy as well. Okay, so now I am going in, because it has been 15 minutes, to set the heat for the rest of this time. So what we can see here, it was 425, and now it is down to 350. Whew. And that is where it will remain for the next 45 minutes. Cooking! Yes, it more or less looks like a fetid mess, but hopefully it's not! Huzzah! Okay, so as we can see here, the pie is done, and now, God help me, and food poisoning be damned, I'm going to give it a try. If I can find the knife. So, we will see if this thing is edible. So moist. Is that crust cooked? So that's something. Alright. Now let's take this little puppy here. And see if I can even get it out of the pan. Oh, there we go. Oh, tofu. Tofu. Alright, so to finish off for the night, as I'm finishing off my bottle of white wine, let's see if this thing actually tastes like anything. Shadow. So it actually does not taste half bad if you get past looking at it and the texture and whatnot. So I'm going to put this as a moderate success given the items that I actually had to work on it. And here's to hoping that the next pie I am a little bit more resourceful. Join us tomorrow for me using the other half of the tofu. Okay, bye-bye now.
Eric needs both more friends and more hobbies.